and welcome to what is probably going to be the craziest hour and a half that you're likely to see on the YouTube this afternoon. I promised that I would live stream my first attempt at this one, and what we're going to do is we're going to head off to the Nordschleife, the 24-hour layout, and we're going to have a go at trying to get the medals that we need. One of the things I want to do in the HUD is just come down and set the practice info to track competence. I think that's the one I want. We'll find out in a moment. And when we get out on the track, hopefully it will come up and tell me the green boxes. The big question is, can I actually get this done? For those of you that follow me on Gran Turismo, I have never been able to get around the Nordschleife without putting a wheel on the grass and hitting the barrier. In this one, to get the medals, I understand that you cannot put a wheel on the grass. It's got to be absolutely perfect. It's also got to be fairly quick. And some of the better racers at PSR have taken 2 to 3 hours to do this. And I've given myself about an hour, hour and a half over an extended lunch break. So, yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this one goes. My aim is not to set blindingly quick times. It is purely to try and get initially the 2 medals by getting a couple of clean laps, and then potentially the 3rd by getting 4 clean laps. That is my aim. So I'm going to be very, very, very quiet during this one because it is going to take a lot of concentration on my part. I have got the line on, and we'll see how we go. You can see that I've not done anything on this track at all. I haven't even been around the track in ACC, let alone tried to race it. So first of all, we've got to focus on learning the track. Then we've got to find the reference points for braking and turning. And then we've got to earn 2 to 3 track medals to unlock the consistency rating and go on from there. So let's get into this one and see what we can do. And as I said, I'm going to be pretty quiet. So I'm just going to say hello to Igor for hitting P1 in the chat. And also Red Dragon Racing, I've just seen has just joined in and into the chat and dropped a like. So thank you very much for that, my friend. And yeah, let's... let's get into this one and just see what we can do. We've got to do the Nurbering racetrack first of all. Thank you for the best of luck. And one of the things I am going to be doing in this is, as soon as this line goes orange, I am going to be slowing it down. This is all about just trying to get the medals. It's not about setting wonderful lap times. I was considering doing this as part of an AI race, but then I thought that that was just going to put way too much pressure on me, and was never really going to happen. This is probably the easier part. Many of us know the Hungaroring, or the not the Hungaroring, the Nürburgring. Get my track right and concentrating more on what I'm doing than what I'm saying. Slightly through there. Also not where the track limit issues are on this one and how much of the track that we can cut. We're just going to keep it nice and easy. Oh, let me just turn the camera over. Those of you that are sitting there wondering what I'm doing, you're sitting there looking at me, not what we're actually doing. So, it started already. I tell you, full on concentration, not looking at OBS or anything. So sorry, you've just done a lap of the Nürburgring looking at me. But at least you were able to see the concentration there. And I'm fully expecting to crash at least 2 or 3 times initially doing this. So not only have I got to concentrate on the green line to make sure that I don't allow it to go red, but I've also got to keep looking down the track and also at the track map to remember where we are on the track, what's coming up. React through each corner to make sure that I can keep the speed up. And above all else, keep it clean. I need to lift through it. Whoa, bit of a wobble. A little bit late into that one. Now I've labelled this one up as Mission Impossible. Because as I said, I have never done, I don't think I've ever done a lap of the Nordschleife without crashing at least once. And that was without the pressure of trying to get medals, trying to win the medals. And some of the guys that have done this at PSR have told me it's taken them 2 to 3 hours to do. I'm trying to do this over an extended lunch break. Theoretically, if we could do this without any mistakes, then we should be able to do this within the lunch break, which would be interesting. I did start early, so I've given myself about an hour and a half, hour 3/4 to do this. And as many of you said, please do this live. I'm trying it live, and then if I really can't do it live, then I will jump out and do it offline at some point quietly. I've said before, with these medals, you don't need to be blisteringly quick. Just keeping it on the black stuff and keeping it consistent is more key. I apologise if you've got some sound echoing coming through from the television. I'm not doing this with the headphones today because it is a work day and listening out for emails going off and things like that. I am on lunch break, so we should be okay. It's just, even if I'm on a lunch break and something really urgent comes in, I might just have to quickly pause and give my attention to that. Likewise, I'm not expecting any parcels, but if the front door does go, whoa! Come on, just keep it together. Into the carousel. Now I have got all of the medals, all of the other tracks. I'm doing this one now because it is absolutely driving me insane knowing that I've got all the medals but none on the Nordschleife. I want to get all of the medals for all of the tracks. Like a lot of us, you want to get all of those little boxes filled in. That's where I'm at the moment. Are we keeping it quick enough? Here's the question. No, we're off. Ah! There you go. There you go. So, what we can do now is carry on from there, because it will start the lap from the point where we went off. I don't even know why I went off there. Lack of concentration for a moment, I guess. Another reason why I shouldn't be doing this while streaming. Did say it was Mission Impossible. Whoa! Unsettled the car again there. Okay, let's stay right off the curbs. Getting a little bit too confident going that deep into the lap without a mistake. Yeah, while I don't have to, what I am going to do is I'm going to restart this from the very beginning. You can just carry on round, so it will start the 4 laps from where you were at. But I'm just going to go from the beginning again. Let's see how we can do. Whoa! Hello, G-Dad. Right. Not going to talk. Of course I'm going to talk. I can't not talk, but I'm going to try and concentrate massively. So as soon as we go orange, let's slow down on using the track map. Although I do know this track, I'm using the track map just to focus my mind on getting it slowed down early enough so I don't do what I just did. I was getting myself back into race mode there, trying to go quicker and quicker and quicker, rather than focusing on the job in hand. At least I did that on the first lap, not the last lap, like some of the guys have been doing. At least you guys now know that I can't claim that I did this first time. You know I failed. When you fail in life, you pick yourself up, you dust yourself off and you try again. Can't be too slow, otherwise we won't get all greens. It's greens that we need to try and get. Whoa! Just caught the curb there. One little nibble of curb will send the back of this car around, and then that's it. Some of the guys were telling me, just one wheel on a curb in the wrong place, one wheel on the grass in the wrong place, and that is it. The whole 4 laps are binned, and you've got to start again. So one of the things I'm having to do at the moment is just to rethink this, not like Gran Turismo, where I'm jumping across 1 or 2 of the curbs. Into there a bit too quick too. Again, I'm used to threading those curves through there. This one's nasty. slow down. Oh, nearly, nearly, nearly. So I don't know how slow I can go. There's a fine line between going slow and keeping it quick enough and keeping it on the black stuff. I will remind you, this is the very first time I've run this in ACC, this track. I didn't do any prep work for this before starting the live stream, I promise. Obviously I've run the BMW extensively in the lobbies and I've used it for all of the medals. So I do know how it feels. I know it can bite you if you push it a bit too far, but I also know that it can be very forgiving in other ways. Careful through here. Still green for the moment. Don't see many people putting themselves on YouTube live doing this challenge. I'm beginning to see why people are not that silly to do such a thing. But you know me, happy to share what I'm doing, warts and all. We come down to that section that bites me a lot. This is the section that worries me. Let's concentrate. Make sure you channel your inner Mitch Scar. Whoa. Let's do this for Sabine in memory. The Queen of the Ring. Watched her go around this a million times online. No, 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 don't go off. Oh, come on, that wasn't off. Start that again. Some of the people have said to me, one wheel on the grass. Thought I was following the line there. Following the green line. Right, let's keep this well away from the curbs then. Start all over again. Wow, it went yellow as we left the ground there. Sensing that I was out of control. At the moment, I'm still potentially in learning the ACC way of doing this rather than Gran Turismo way. Again, I apologise, I'm being very quiet with the chat at the moment. Now I'll get an opportunity to have a little nose. So good afternoon, Steve. Thank you. I think I'm going to need all the luck in the world for this one. We've already binned it twice. In fact, we didn't even really bin it twice. We just touched the grass on the last one. Just put a wheel just over the curb. And on another one, I did catch the curb, which unsettled the car and did put me into a barrier. So I'm going to have to work hard. And good evening, Vince. Oh, good afternoon, Vince. It's not even evening. I don't even know what time of day it is. Good afternoon, my friend. Right, I'm getting back into the curves. I'm going to need to start concentrating what I'm doing. Still trying to learn which curves we can take, which ones we can't. Okay, so we come across the line. The first lap was binned halfway through. Well, towards the latter part, so we are now again still into our lap 1 attempt. Whoa, don't go too wide. See, one of the things I will do, just for a second, in fact, I'll see what I might be able to do is, let me move this down a little bit. Bear with me a second. Wrong one. I want that one. Actually, I'll leave that there. I was just going to turn that off. Bear with me just a mo, guys. I'm going to bring this down the bottom here. I'll pop that back later. So it's not in the right place for what's going on. But now in the top, you'll be able to see the red and the green, which I realised you couldn't see a moment ago. So I might be able to, you'll be able to see how I'm doing now. That track competence, I'm trying to keep it all green all the way through for 4 whole laps. Francisco, hello. Oh, message retracted. Not sure what that's all about, but never mind. Bixie, hello, my friend. I hope you're doing well. I do need to concentrate massively here. As I said, I'm going to be a little bit more quiet than normal with regards to the chat. I'm sure it will be much more entertaining watching Rory doing the Daily Race C in Gran Turismo than what I'm doing here, but quite a few people in PSR asked me to live stream my progress on doing this race. Well, not a race, doing this challenge. It's not even a race. That is the reason why we're doing this. Whoa, almost put a wheel on the grass there. You could just see it went yellow as the wheel caught the curb, unsettled the car a little bit there, but luckily I think we've managed to gather that up. Still green for the moment. I don't call this a green help or nothing. Whoa. I just saw Simon popping in there. Hello, my friend. Thank you to everybody that has join me today. This is probably not going to be the most entertaining of streams. It's just me back in the green hell, trying to fill that box up in the top corner with lots and lots and lots of green. And I've got to do it 4 times. We haven't even done it once yet. We had one big off. We had another one where we put a wheel over the curb. And I had another one where I was following the green line and the game decided that I had put a wheel over. Clearly I put a wheel over, I'm not going to argue with that, but for that reason I'm now just trying to very much keep it between the curbs. This is not all about fast blistering laps. It's all about getting my last 3 medals. I feel like this could turn into a 200 lap of Nordschleife session. As I said earlier, I'm keeping one eye on the green line and also another eye on the track ahead. Just trying to think what's coming up next, where I need to position the car, etc. Oh, car sliding there. Green at the moment. So love to have done this as part of an AI race. Already realising that would have been insane, so I'm doing this as a hot lap. Can't remember what corner's coming up next. That was where I went a wheel wide a moment ago, I think. And just again, I'm just using the green line as a braking aid more than anything else. Just so that I don't go into the corners too hot. But I'm not necessarily using the green line as an ideal racing line. I'm trying to keep well away from the curbs. Oh, completely off the track there, and again it goes yellow. Thankfully it stayed green. There's a complete jump through there. All 4 wheels off the track. Careful through here. This is often where I and others lose it at the top here. Carefully does it down into the carousel. The mini one, I believe. Right. Time for a breather. Woo. Simon, welcome. Thank you for popping in. Thank you to everybody who's popped in. Andy Max also. Thank you to everybody that is watching. We did have 3,333 subscribers last night. We lost one overnight, which is a bit of a shame. Hopefully, maybe during this session, might be able to get it back up. But I'm not worrying about likes and subs and anything like that on this video. I'm not even worrying about how many I've got watching. This is me and my machine against the Nordschleife. Right, so we're going to come across and finish that track, but you'll notice that the green line is not completely full. That is because we did bin it part of the way around the track. So we are going to need to continue around. Don't go too deep. Oh my gosh. Thought that was heading off the track there. We've got to head around to where we put that wheel off the track. Yeah. Again, I'm trying to use the curbs like I would on Gran Turismo. I'm not worried about the delta in the top left hand either. That can go red for as long as it likes, so long as the little gauge in the top right of the screen is green, then I'm happy. For those of you joined, I've got to do this 4 or 5 times without making a single mistake. Just one tiny mistake. Putting a wheel just a little bit too far over a curb on the grass is enough. Not even putting in the barrier, just putting a tyre on the grass can be enough to invalidate the lap. Whilst at the same time, you still need to keep it quick enough. So again, going really careful through the chicane. You can go through these corners so much quicker if I was racing. But this is not a race, this is a challenge. It's a very, very, very different set of circumstances. Very careful through this tight section. Very easy to ride the curbs as I normally do, but riding the curbs could very, very easily result in a wheel on the grass and an invalid lap. Deep onto the green hell itself now. You say when you're racing, treat it like you stole it. I'm actually treating this as if it's my own car. But some of the guys were saying they were doing 8-minute laps. It looks like a 9-minute lap is good enough. Theoretically, we should have been able to get this done in under an hour. But we have already binned it 3 times, I think. Losing count. Somebody will correct me if I'm wrong, no doubt, in the chat. I think we've invalidated the lap 3 times, which I'm not disappointed with. No, I'm disappointed, not frustrated by. Disappointed I didn't do it first time out, because I thought I was going to be doing it carefully, but not frustrated at all, because not done the Nordschleife at all in ACC. What you're seeing in this live stream is my first ever attempt at ACC around here. So maybe to think I was just going to go out there and nail this straight off is a bit naive. And I've never done a clean lap around the Nordschleife to my memory. I've always put a wheel off or put it into the barrier or done something. So assuming that that is true, and no doubt somebody will say, no, on so-and-so video dated blah 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 at blah 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 time, you did a complete lap. I probably have done, I just can't remember. And even then I reckon if I look at the lap, I would have put it wheel over the curb, even though Gran Turismo will not have labelled that as an invalid lap. So can we get at least one medal on the board? At the moment we haven't, we're still chasing that track competence. Medal 1 of 3 is what we're looking for. Starting to leave my brake in a bit too late again now. I'm starting to get into race mode, not challenge mode, so just need to wind myself back in a little bit. Went up to that section that gave me the problem before. Just staying off the curb through here, keeping it on the black stuff. Whilst also just trying to keep the speed up. Oh, the end of the BMW, just stepping out slightly there. Oh, no, we're off. Problem is I'm following, done it again, following the green line. I'm so used to going off on that bit of curb there, and that invalidates the lap. I'm going to have to learn that. Do you know what? It might even be a case of turning the green line off. The green line is going to take me over there again and again and again. But that was at the very, very top of the map. Twice I've done that now, in that one corner. Cannot use that bit of the runoff I'm so used to using. Green line's an indication, nothing more. Yeah, absolutely. So we'll need to bear that in mind when we're getting up towards that top area. Yeah, I believe you. 2 hours at least. It's annoying. I've bombed great except for that same corner twice. Have I got the first medal? If I've got the first medal, I can see 1 of 3. I haven't done a clean lap around here because I have put a wheel over on every occasion I've done so far. So I don't know how I've got the other. I don't know quite how I got that medal. Unless to get the single medal, it doesn't matter if you invalidate a lap, maybe. I assume that meant I was working on medal 1 of 3. I've never really worried about that little graphic in the top corner too much previously. Oh! Stay on, stay on, stay on, stay on. Oh, that was close. Is that quick enough though? I have to probably speed up a little bit now. Make sure that when we pass through the time gate, it flags it up as green. Let's not overshoot too much. Did I get away with that? Oh-ho! Yeah, knowing my luck, I'll put it on pause, stand up, and the wheel will go to sleep. We're okay. We're alright. We're alright. We're alright. My worry is that corner. And whoever said it a moment ago, you're dead right. I was lying on the yellow, on the green line. The yellow line, the green line. To see me through this. Whereas I really probably don't need it. If it keeps taking me off, I might lose the green line altogether. Slight lift through here. Slight lift, more like a full lift. Which curbs can I use and which can't I use? All green at the moment, which is good. And left-hander. Whoa. Then the other dodgy left-hander. Normally I take loads of curb through there. Not today. Not today. I would like to get this done today if I can. If I can't get it done today, we'll give it another crack tomorrow. But I would like to try and get into my chosen daily race tomorrow, if I can get on to a live stream. I'd really love to get this one ticked off and done. Okay, here we go, into the dodgy section. Say dodgy section because this is where I often bin it. All the way from here through this twisty turny section. Ugh. Until we start coming down the map the other side. So it's a long old section. Constantly catches me out. And we're heading towards that corner, I think, in a moment, somewhere. That one there, I think it was. Just using the green line now as a brake indicator. So I don't let the car get into the red. Otherwise, I'm just trying to keep it between the lines. I'm not worried about the actual line itself. Not even using all of the track. Opportunity to breathe for a moment. Simon's just saying the way he learnt it was to stay off the curbs inside and out, and needing to do the same. So some of the early part of this live stream, this run, has been to learn what is and what isn't acceptable around here. And that's one of the things that caught me out. One was putting a wheel on the curb, unbalances the car, unsettles it, and then you're heading straight to the barrier. The second one is just making sure that you keep it well inside the curbs. So if you haven't yet done this, just don't even think about getting the car up over the curbs like we do in Gran Turismo. Yeah, to keep it within the bounds of the track. You can see I'm not going hugely quick to keep it green. I think I've now got one lap under our belt. One moment. 4 to be done in all. We're on 1 of 2 at the moment, so we're now into trying to get our 2 clean laps, which will give us our second medal, I believe. This is the big one. Most of the other medals you can get in around about 10 or 15 minutes. This is the only one, because of the size of the track. This is the big one, where even if you do this first off, you know, you're going to be looking around about 40 minutes of concentrating, keeping the car on the track, keeping it nice and clean. And that's if you're going to do a straight run with no errors, 40 minutes. Bearing in mind I'm used to doing little 15-20 minute races in my lobbies, and mostly in the daily races I tend to go for the shorter races, although I've been doing a few daily race C's lately. Daily race C I think is only around about 20 minutes, so this is double that. Big shout out to Hulky for getting me to do the 200 on Monza. That was my first real endurance race. Taught me a lot about keeping my concentration up and using all of that knowledge in this one. Thinking ahead, keeping hydrated, keeping an eye on what's going on. Woohoo, nearly. See the car going awfully sideways through there. Although I'm trying to take this very easy, I'm also still pushing quite a bit. Normally I'll be right up on those curbs on the way in, through and out of there. Staying well clear of them. You see my delta's gone red, doesn't worry me at all. The delta in the top left hand corner. That isn't important, it's the one on the right, the top right corner, that's the important one. That's the one we've got to keep green. One tiny mistake, one wheel on the curb the wrong way, one wheel on the grass, one touch of the barrier. All that green line gets wiped out. Whoa! And we have to start all over again. And I'm doing this online stream with people watching. Just imagine the laughs, the comments. At the moment, I'm not giving attention to what people might be thinking. Didn't need to lift there, but I'm just being cautious. Right, here we go. Watch the track, not the line. Annoyed with myself with those first few incidents. I've realised just how slow you can go. There's no need to be getting up over the curbs. Thought I'd have to be pushing it quite fast through these corners, this section. Is not the case at all. Right, we're heading up towards that corner, are we not? See how far off the line I was there. And that little gauge has gone very, 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 very thin. Oh, I saw it go red then yellow. I think that's just as I was getting it off the ground there. There was a bit of a jump. Right, race car going really, really light through there. Okay, we are deep into Mission Impossible now. Of course, it isn't impossible. You could say that the title's a bit clickbaity, but considering how many times I normally crash around here when I'm doing this as a lobby race, we would struggle. And I think we're actually doing the Nordschleife tonight on the GT7 stream, in the lobbies. So this is going to be very, very interesting because I won't have the line on. I don't know what car we're doing it in. I can't remember. I think it might be GR4s. I'm not entirely sure. But that will be very, very interesting to see how I go tonight. In the meantime, let's just keep this quick, but in control. Well, it's not even quick. Again, it's find a comfortable pace and stay in control of your car. That's what we're trying to do. So, we start a new lap. But obviously, at some point we did invalidate the lap halfway around, so it's not that I've got to do another 2 full laps. In fact, the gauge is so full of green lines now, it's difficult to know how far round I am, whether I'm on lap 3, still on lap 2, I'm not quite sure. Don't think I'm on lap 4 yet. Oh, no. That was a bit iffy. I was sliding. Keep concentrating. Get the green line. Use that for your brake marker. For those of you who just joined, I've got the line on, even though I do know this track, because I want to be braking as it's going orange, which is a lot earlier than I would normally brake for a flying hot lap. You don't need mega hot laps to do this challenge. You've just got to keep it clean. So as soon as that line goes orange, that's when I'm starting to brake. So I've got loads of control then through the corners. And so I can then stay off the curbs, work my way through the corner without risking too much. Still green at the moment. I'm not worried at all about the delta on the left hand side at the top of the screen. All I'm interested in is the graphic on the right at the top, keeping that one green. If my lap time goes red, I really don't care, as long as it's quick enough. keep the top right one happy, I'll be a happy boy. Okay, let's go careful down the bottom here. Go through here flat. Plus I don't know what sort of condition these tyres are in. That's the first time I've really thought about tyres. Are we going to get any slippage? I don't know what the tyre wear is set to. Should I come in and change? Should I keep going? I haven't got a clue. Oh, use that curb there. Seems to be one that you can use. That's good news. Staying off of those. Also on the one on the exit. Second medal is now complete. Now we're into the third and final medal. Oh, cuckoo clock's going, so I think we've been 1 hour so far by that. I think the cuckoo clock started just when we started our first run, if I'm not mistaken. You'll be able to see from the time on the video. We're an hour in so far to this challenge. What we don't want to do now is to throw away all of that time. Forgive me, I'm not looking at the chat at all now. This has all just suddenly got very, very serious. For the first time in me actually getting out here and trying this, for the first time, I'm thinking there's a small possibility that we might actually do this today. If I keep my concentration, keep it between the curbs, keep it on the track, and get airborne through there. Oh, red, 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 red. Don't want to see red. See red, you're dead. Through the carousel. Safely out of the carousel. Frightened of every edge of every curve at the moment. Okay, this is the dodgy bit. This is where we need to keep our wits about us. This is where I often crash when I'm racing in Gran Turismo 7. We're coming up to the corner where I've thrown it off twice already. That's the one. You can see that the yellow, the green line, I keep calling it a yellow line, the green line right across the grass there. Yeah, if you follow that, as I did on 2 occasions, you invalidate your lap. So the green line, for those of you that are coming out here to do this, the green line is not to be followed. You can use it for braking, like I'm doing. Please don't use it as a way of direction. Oh, again, red and yellow on the old gauge there as we lost traction as the car got airborne. Thankfully the game doesn't penalise you for that. Let's not get carried away. Doing? Are we on 3 or 4 now? I'm not sure. I'd like to think I'm on lap number 4 as we come down the hill. We shall have to see. Forgive me, I'm not looking at the chat. Good night. Goodbye, Steve. Thank you for popping in. Sorry for not engaging with you guys very much in the chat. This one I've really had to think very careful. The 2 medals done. And now after the 3rd medal, which is 4 laps of this without an issue. Fatigue could well be starting to kick in, so for the moment I am going to be extra quiet. Whoa. The buzz of 2 curbs there. Still green for the moment. Fastest lap, but that is not what this is all about. I really don't care if this goes completely red. Ugh. As in the graphic on the top left goes red. It does not bother me at all. What I don't want to see is red on the top right hand side of the screen. Come on, there we go. I know that you can't see my gears that I'm working and stuff like that, but this is not about that. This is more about the graphic in the top right hand screen, top right hand corner of the screen, where I've normally got my my camera. Moved it down so you can see the graphic that's all important. Whoa! Use that curve there. Did I get away with that? I hope so. The curves, Mitchell. Starting to go back into race mode rather than challenge mode. Come through the last few corners of the Nurbering Grand Prix track that we will be doing tonight, actually, in the ACC lobby race from 8 o'clock this evening. The randomizer was teasing you this morning when it pulled out that. Well, it wasn't the randomizer for ACC, the randomizer pulled out the Nordschleife. But going by the schedule, we are at the Nurbering for ACC later. That doesn't include the Nordschleife, it's just the Nurbering. Still a tough old track for us to work on. Oh, using the curb again, don't do that, Victor, come on. How much further to go? How much further to go? Keep that concentration up. Right, can't go flat through here. Also, be aware of the tyres. I don't know what the wear situation is on the tyres. They feel surprisingly okay, but I don't know if on a hot lap there is tyre wear or not. As we get down towards the end of this challenge, I'm going to take it more and more careful. Especially through the nasty bits like this. Watch those curves. Just Try and keep it green. That's all we've got to do. How much further we got to go? Oh, big slide there. Get easy down to these two tight left-handers first, and work our way around to the next one. Brake nice and early for this one. Well, that delta is red. I'm not at all worried about that. I'm interested in the green one on the top right. It's getting close. Got to keep the speed up and also keep the concentration on the track. Mission Impossible. Mission not too bad actually. Although maybe I shouldn't have said that. Commentator's curse and all that. No, this is still very much Mission Impossible. Anything could happen yet. We approach my difficult section. Again, what is the condition of the tyres? They're actually quite cold. For most of this race I've been running around about the 25 psi rather than the normal 27. At least I think it has been. I've just really been looking now, but you see they're sort of around about the 25 mark. Right, now we really need to focus through the carousel. Oh, we jumped out the carousel there. Now we go into my nemesis section. We need to keep it quick, but right, that's one of the corners. That's the second. And through here. Don't go off on this one, that's the third. This is the big one. Stay very, very, very right through here. Yes. Here we go. Got that done. Keep it between the lines, keep it between the lines. Don't overcook it, don't overcook it. Here we go. Up on the top. Don't use too much of the curb. Let's just speed this up just in case. Whoa! No! Oh! Oh, thank goodness we've done it. We've done it. Oh! Woo! We have done it. We done it and then we spun it. Oh man, alive. I thought I binned it. I thought I binned it right at the end then. See you later, Steve. Woo! Wow. I don't know quite how long that was. I don't know how long the... little over an hour, I think. A little over an hour. But we'll return to the garage. And we'll quit out of there. And we'll confirm that. Whoa! Yes! What a result. Pleased with that. Very, very pleased with that. So... come down to driver for the rating. We're still at 90. We got 90,030, so that really hasn't done anything to our ratings there at all. That's not what I want. Where's the where's all the oh, track competence? There we go. That's what we wanted. So track competence 99. The track medal 75 of 75 achieved. Thankfully, I never have to go back to that again. Now it's all going to be racing, competition, racing the AI, and trying to get my safety rating back to the 80 that it was, and continue to keep my racecraft going up. The racecraft is the one that I'm struggling with at the moment. Haven't done any competition work yet. My pace isn't quick enough. I need to get that up significantly. So I'm just too slow at the moment. I need to go through and read up on what the pace is. Still work on the car control. We got amber for most of that there, and the consistency we need to just continue to work on as well. But so glad to have that done. So all it remains for me to say is thank you to everybody that was watching on that one. Thank you for being with me for that ride. I can't believe we got that done in one video. I thought we were going to have to break that up. In fact, I thought I was going to end up having to do that one off stream, but you guys shared it with me. All my stars done. And for those of you that are worrying about getting these stars, believe me, if I can get the 24-hour Nürburgring with the green hell done in an hour, hour and a half, then I know that you guys can too. These stars are not that difficult. And don't worry about the Nürburgring, because I know a lot of you are working on the DLC tracks and the basic tracks at the moment, so we won't be going anywhere near the Nordschleife 4 at the moment, unless of course things change on stream. We shall see. Anyway, if you haven't already, please smack the like button for the video, and I'll be back later this evening, 8 o'clock. We'll be running at the yeah, we'll be running here, the Nürburgring. Get it right. Trying to think, couldn't think. I kept thinking of the Hungaroring. We'll be at the Nürburgring here later on, not the Nordschleife. We'll be here at the Nürburgring, and then we'll be doing the randomizer races afterwards around about 9 o'clock in GT7. For now, take care. I'll go back to work. Bye.